I'm the greatest thief. So he just took that little bottle of spice, he shoved it up his sleeve, and he threw a goodbye to the shopkeeper. And out the door he went. And he was going home. He was walking down the road home when he heard a voice behind him. Stop, thief. He said, stop, thief. I said, stop right now, thief.
Stop right where you are, boy.
Well, that old thief, you know, he turned around. And what did he see? A young policeman. A young policeman staring down at him. And this young policeman, he said, I was watching you. I was watching you through the window. I saw you pocket that sleeve spice. I saw you. And now you're busted. But oh, wait a second. I know you. You're the greatest thief that ever lived. You're the greatest thief that ever lived.
I've seen you before.
I know this. I know this because my father was a policeman. And he dreamed his whole life of catching you. Oh, he's going to be so proud of me when he knows that I finally got you.
'Cause you can run, oh, you can run all your days as far as you can.
No, that's right.
Oh, you can run.
Try that.
Down the path.
You can go as fast as you can.
Over your shoulder, 'cause I'm there.
They're on your back.
You can run.
Here they come.
Well,
Well, the next day in the courtroom, the judge was delighted. At last, he said, I've got you in my sights. Tell me now, what did this thief do? What's brought him here? Tell me true. The policeman said, a bottle of spice. Only 5 coins worth. Not a great crime.
you thought you could run. You thought you could run.
Yes, he did.
You thought you could run right out of here.
No way.
Spring race. Spring around. Everyone knows your name. But you're here now. This is your day.
Indeed, this is your day, said the judge. You say it was worth 5 coins, this bottle of spice? Then I sentence this thief to 5,000 coin fine. 5,000 coins, said the thief. I don't have that kind of money. Very well, said the judge. 5,000 days in jail. Oh, what, said the thief? 5,000 days? That's a death sentence. You bet it is, said the judge. Good. Get him out of here.
Live your life one day It's a dark, dark, dark day for you.
They took the thief away. They took him to the king's castle. They took him down. They took him down, they put him down. And as the guard threw him through the door and slammed it behind him, he took the key. He locked the door. He walked away. But the thief came to the grill in the door, said, "Hey, God, come here."
Way down in the hole.
"What?" said the guard. The thief looked him in the eye. He held him in the eye, Ray, and he said to him, "I'm going to escape from here. I'm going to get away from here. You can't keep me down here. I'm gonna live." Well, that guard, he just laughed. He just laughed and he said, "Nobody's ever escaped from here, and nobody ever will."
Way down in the hole. Way down in the hole. This is the darkest time you will ever know. There's no way out.
I think that's what the thief thought that night.
No way to go. Go down in the hole.
Next morning, when the guard came with the thief's breakfast, again the thief was at the door. "Hey, God. Hey, God, come here." "What? What is it now? What do you want?" "I got a gift," said the thief. "I got a gift to the king, but only I can give it to him. Only I can give it to him." Well, that old guard, he laughed. He laughed and he turned away. He said, "You're having a laugh, my friend. This is where you're going to stay." But as he walked away, he heard the thief mutter, "Oh, I wonder what that king's going to say when he finds out I had this gift for him. He's a king. He's sure to find out." And the guard, you know, he thought, "I know this king." So the next day, the guard took the thief to the throne room. And there sat the king. And next to the king, there was the prime minister. And next to him, the general. And at the end, God's representative on earth, the Archbishop.
Before the king.
And when that king when he heard of this gift, he said, "Come on, give it to me now. I haven't got time for your nonsense. If you've got a gift, give it to me now." And from somewhere, the thief produced a little box inlaid with bits of gold and pearl. And the king smiled, and he snatched up that box. But when he opened the box, the smile slipped from his face, and he took out a single peach stone What is the meaning of this? He said. What is the meaning of this? And the thief said, Your Honor, Your Majesty, that is a magic peach stone. It's a magic peach stone. If it's planted today, tomorrow it'll be full grown. The day after that, the fruit will hang heavy. But on the third day, heavier still, for it will have turned to gold. Do you take me for a fool? Said the king. You must take me for a fool. If what you say is true, why haven't you planted this peach stone yourself? The thief said, Oh, Your Majesty, you are a clever soul, a clever man. But you see, the magic will only work for someone who is true. Someone who is kind, never stolen, never cheated, or hurt no one. And I'm a thief. No good for me. But you're the king. You planted and grow a tree. And the king, he looked at that peach stone. He looked at the peach stone, and he thought about the last famine that had struck the land, where he had made all the people bring their food to his castle, and he left them to starve. He left them to starve. So he gave it back. It's not for me, he said. The thief said, What? I can't believe that. But never mind. Prime Minister, here, you take the stone. I'm sure you can make the magic work. You have a go. But the Prime Minister was already thinking about all the lies he told just to get elected. He was thinking about all the lies he told. He was thinking about all the parties he'd been to when you and I were stuck in lockdown. And he realized he couldn't plant that peach stone. So he gave it back. And the thief cried. Now what a surprise! So it must be you, General, leader of our armies. You plant the stone. You plant the stone. But the General was thinking about all the sons and mothers that had already been in his hands, and how he'd already planted them. And he planted the stones at the heads of their graves. And all for nothing. For no reason at all. So he said, No, not me. No, no, not me. No, no, not me. And the thief, he cried, Really? So that just leaves you, Archbishop. God's representative down here. You must be a good man. You plant the stone. And the Archbishop was sitting there in his fine robes. He'd arrived in a fine carriage. And that night, he was going home to a fine feast. And all that was paid for. Well, it was paid for by the likes of you and me. By the collection for the poor that he just spent for himself. So he gave it back. And the thief, he laughed. The thief, he laughed and he cried, and he said, isn't that strange? Here you are, the four most powerful men in the land. None of you is good enough to plant this peach. Don't make that magic work. And yet here I am, a poor old man, and I must spend the rest of my life in jail for stealing just one little bottle of spice. I ask you, King, is it fair? I'm asking you, is it fair? Would you tell me now, is that fair? Tell me now, is it fair? Is it fair? Is it fair? And the king, he said no. Just let me think. Let me think about this in a moment. That's what he did. And while the king was thinking, I want to ask you, now is that fair? Let me hear you say so. Oh no, it ain't fair. And that king, he looked up and he said, no, you're right. That is not fair. There's nothing fair about that, so I'm going to release you. I'm not going to release you because you're innocent of stealing. But you have taught us all a great lesson here today in honesty and humility. And the thief, he smiled a big smile, and he thanked the king, and he walked out. And as he left, he passed the guard. He gave him a smile and a bit of a thumbs up, and he winked. Yes, he did. Oh, yes, he did. He winked at that guy. And as he stepped out of the door, he said to that guard, see, I told you I'd escape.
'Cause you can run